Hello friends, welcome to Learning Star Pro training series, and today we are going to learn that how to design G+3 story building with foundation design. So this is our one plan. In this plan, as you can see, this one is master bedroom, kitchen, toilet, veranda, and everything is layout by the architectural. Now from the structural point of view, we have to design this building. So first of all, as you can see that here what we require, here we will be required that number of base. So number of base you have to calculate first, because of basis on number of base our structure will be designed. So in the x direction we have 4.5 meter, 1.5 meter, 3.5 meter, and last one is 2.5 meter. And in the y direction we have 1 meter, 3.5 meter, and then after 3 meter, or we can say 2.5 plus 2.5, so total is 7.5 meter in the y direction. And in the x direction total is 12 meter, 4.5 plus 1.5 plus 3.5 plus 2.5. So now let's we switch to the Start Pro and clicking on new project, and obviously it is a 3D structure, residential G+3 story building. Click on next, add beam, and click on finish. Now what we will do, first of all we will be run the structural wizard. So we will go to the geometry and we will click on run structural wizard. Run structural wizard is nothing but it will be create a definite number of frames for you. So I will be use, so there are different type of frames are there, and I have already explained you what is run structural wizard and how to use that thing. And in the run structural wizard you can also import your CAD file or DXF file like that. So if you don't know about the run structural wizard, so you can feel free to see that video as well. Now I will be click on frame models and double click on bay frame. Now in the x direction I have 12 meter of length, in the y direction 12 meter, and width is 7.5, because here as you can see this one is our 12 meter. So let me first complete this. So total number of base 4, here is also 4, and here is 3. So 12, 4, so it will be equally divided, but we don't want to equally divide. We want to divide in 4.5, then after 1.5, then after 3.5, and then after 2.5, and click on OK. And then after, as you can see, if I will be scroll to this plan, so first you can see 4.5, 1.5, 3.5, and 2.5. So that is how I had defined here: 4.5, 1.5, 3.5, and 2.5. In the y direction, all is 3 meters. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and similarly vertical. This is 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So if you will be observe this plan, so that one will becomes 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 in that direction. Now I will be simply close this and run structure wizard. Here as you can see 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So run structure wizard, say yes, and place it into 0, 0. So this is how you will be easily create your model with a definite number of patterns or grids in the x direction, in the y direction, and in the z direction as well. Now, first of all, I will be at the plates. Plates means slabs. So first of all, what I will do, I will be, let's say, go to the front view, and let's say I am clicking on cut section and select to view, and I'm select and click on OK, and I'm selecting this portion, so that one portion will be visible. Now I'm turning off the snap node beam and go to the isometric view and click on add 4 plate. So this is my first point, second point, third point, fourth point. Now to see this thing in 3D view, I can right click and clicking on 3D rendering. So it will be display. As you can see, this is my plate has been now created. And you can place click and drag to rotate your 3D rendering view. Now next thing is what I will be clicking on display whole structural and select the plate. So to select the plate, make sure your cursor should be plate cursor and select the plate and make sure you have to clicking on translation repeat. In the Y direction, I want to be repeat number of steps 3 and the distance is 3 as well. So here as you can see 1, 2, 3 times and total story height is 3 meter each as well. So I'm clicking on OK. So as you can see 1, 2, 3 plates are now going to be copied. If I will be see right click and say 3D rendering. So as you can see all the 3 plates are now copied. Now next thing is we have to define the properties. So I will be clicking on general and I will be clicking on property and clicking on define property rectangular. Now let us say I will be take the columns of 400 mm by 400 mm, that is 0.4 by 0.4. So I'm taking the column of 0.4 by 0.4 add, and let us say I'm taking the beam of 0.3 by 0.3. So here I'm taking the beam of 0.3 by 0.3 add and then close, and for the slab I'm specifying the thickness. So thickness of the slab, let's say 120 mm, so that is 0.12 meter add and close. And now we have to assign all these things. So plate thickness, clicking on assign to view, obviously it will be assigned only to the plates. So we have 1 2 3 4 plates. Now first I will be clicking on this. Always make sure first you select the type of section and then after you have to go to the select beams parallel to Y. So as you can see all the beams are selected. Make sure here assign to selected beams, assign yes. Similarly, first I will be select on this beam 0.3 by 0.3 and then go to select beams parallel to X, select beams parallel to Z, and then after assign to selected beams, assign yes. So now everything is now assigned. If I want to right click and 3D rendering view, so as you can say this one is your 3D rendering view. Now I will be go to the front view. So for that I will be simply switching to the front view and clicking on node cursor, and first of all I will be clicking on support and create a fixed support and clicking on support to select all the bottom nodes and make sure in the 3D view as you can see all the supports is now assigned. So support to assign. So first of all I will be go to the support to go to the front view and select all the nodes. Node cursor, make sure it should be active. Select all the nodes and assign to selected node, assign just. So fixed support is now has been assigned. So we have model, we have assigned the property, we have assigned the support. Now next thing is we have to assign the loads. So we have to create the load cases. So I'm click create the load cases, and for that I'm using first is my dead load. So DL add, then after I'm using the live load, then after floor load or finishing load, I can say floor load. So three type of load cases I have assigned. I also want to use auto load combination. So auto load combination as per the Indian IS 456 generate load cases. So as you can see all the load cases are now assigned. Now next thing is what? Dead load, live load, floor finish load. So dead load, obviously it will be self-weight -1, add, close. Now live load. Live load I want to assign on the floors, right? So on the floors I want to assign. So click on assign. Make sure it should be a floor load and you have to type the value in kilometer per meter square. So let's say I want to assign -3.5 kilometer per meter square. From it will be ranges because of floor range, floor load you have to assign the range. So 3 meter to the 12 meter in the y direction. This is my vertical y direction. Add, close, and then after again I will be go to the floor load, and let's say I want to assign -1.5 kilometer of floor load. So -1.5 and 3 meter to the 12 meter. This is my range, and add, close. Now dead load, obviously it will be assigned to view. As you can see, all the loads are now has been assigned. So here it is automatically decided whether it is one-way slab, two-way slab. So here as you can see, two-way slab, this one is a one-way slab. So it is automatically decided depending on your spans and Ly by Lx ratio that we already know. So all the load cases are now assigned. Now let us say next thing is we have to assign the materials. So I am assigning the material concrete. So create the concrete material. So click on concrete, assign to view, and click on assign. So concrete material has been assigned. Now next thing is we have to add the analysis. So click on analysis, add the analysis, and we have to run the analysis. So here as you can see, zero error, zero warning, one note. So go to post processing mode. And from here, I want to check for all the load cases. And then after from here, you will be check everything. This is my shear force diagram. And if I will be press the control key and scrolling up, so it will be display the shear force diagram. And obviously, you know how to display the values. So go to result view value, and then after from here beam reaction ranges node. So right now we are node, so resultant, so annotate. So as you can see, then after I will be switch to the beam and press the control key. This is my bending moment diagram. See, if you will be clicking on this F5, this is my shear force diagram. MZ, this is my bending moment diagram. And then you can go to the results and view value. Make sure it should be a beam results. And right now we have shear force. So I want to assign shear force. And then here as you can see, all the values of the shear force are now with display here. Similarly, I can go to the plate and let's say I want to check for the floor load and maximum absolute. So here I can also see some results here as well. Similarly, the next thing is we have to assign the design point of view. If you want to animate, you can also do the animation. The deflection, I want to check the deflection, or I want to check for the animation. And if you go to the beam and let's say you want to check if stresses, graphs, everything you can checking from here. If you double click on any one of the beam, you will be see the deflection. You will be see the deflection value at a particular point. As you can see, what is the displacement value? Here you can check. Here what you can check the shear force value for the different point. Loading, what kind of loading you want to be checked, and this is the property of that beam, that is 0.3 by 0.3 section, and this is the geometry of the beam, that is 0.3 by 0.3, and this one is the length, and so on. Now next thing is what we have to assign the, or we have to add the design parameters. So I will be go to the modeling and clicking on design, and obviously I want to go for the concrete design as per IS 456. You can select any one of the designs as per your country code, and I'm selecting the parameters. I need the compressive strength of concrete, that is FC, and next is F5 main and F5 section. Then okay, then define the parameter. Let's say I'm choosing M30 grade, so 30 Newton per mm square. For the kilonewton, I have to multiply with 1000 because of 1 kilonewton is equal to 1000 Newton. So I'm assigning 30,000. So M30 grade. Then after add F5 sec, that is 550 grade. 1, 2, 3. Add, and then after F5 sec, that is also 550 grade. 1, 2, 3. Add and close. Next is we have to assign the design parameters. So design command I want to assign, that is I want to design for the beams, design for the columns. Here as you can see it is also added it here. Then after design for the slabs or element, and finally take off. Now we have to assign all these things to our model. So for that, compressive strength M30. Now let's say you want to assign M30 grade to the columns, and for the slab you want to assign M20 grade. So you can also do that. So you can also specify different grade, and you can also do the different kind of grade apply to the columns, beams as well. But here I want to assign M30 grade to the whole model, so assign to view. And similarly, you can also assign different section grade for the F5 main reinforcement or F5 sectional reinforcement. Let's say FE 550 and FE 400 or 415 or FE 500, like that. So here I want to assign to all the view. Similarly, assign to view. Next is design beam. Now we have to also design the beam. So I'm first clicking on design the beam. So click on select beams parallel to X, select beams parallel to Z. And then after, you have to assign the selected beams. Then you want to design for the column. So select beams parallel to Y, and you have to design for the column. And then after plate element assigned to view, obviously it will be assigned to the 4 plates. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 plates. So here we have added all the parameters and we have assigned all the things. Now next thing is we have to run the analysis. So analysis, run analysis. So as you can see, zero error, zero warning, and go to the post processing mode. So here as you can see, you will be using, this is my deflection diagram, and here I can also animate the things, as you can see, like this. And you can also check the beam designs, column designs, everything. Now how to check the beam design, column design? Let's say if I want to go to the beam and double click on any beam, so as you can see, complete design is now added. So this is extra top bars, this is extra top bar at the ends, and this is the mid bars, and these are the stirrups which is to be required. This is a cross sectional view of the beams. Similarly, if you want to go for the column, so double click on column, so you can also able to see the column designs as well. Now next thing is we have to go for the foundation design. So uh, up till now, I think I have also explained all these steps earlier as well. But foundation design is new for us, so I will be explaining you foundation designs in a little bit slowly manner. So I want to check for first of all, you have to clicking on foundation design, and I want to check for the foundation design for all the load cases. So I'm clicking on include all, and I'm clicking on run Staad foundation. So it will be run the Staad foundation, and then after you have to create a job setup. So I'm clicking on job setup and create a new job setup. I'm specifying the name, let's say G plus 3-story building, and isolated footing I want to design. I want to go for my Indian code, system of international system, SI, and then after I want to add all the load cases. So add all the load cases here. As you can see, selected load cases. So all the load cases are now available here, and clicking on create job. So if you expand this, so as you can see, concrete and rebar. So detailed drawing, here you can see everything. Let's say cover and soil. So now as you can see, GA drawing. So this is your general arrangement drawing for the foundation. Then after, this is your calculation sheet. So here you will be able to find the calculation for all the footings. As you can see, this is your drawing. This one is your input values, and these are the type of the input value that we have specified. This is the column, this is the pedestal. Pedestal is right now not applicable. Then after, concrete and rebar properties which are available to that footing, soil properties, and these are the detailed calculation which you can be generate from the soil foundation. So sliding, overturning. So here you will be able to check all the designs. So concrete and rebar. So here as you can see, concrete and rebar information, design information will be available here. This is your cover and soil, footing and geometry. This one is sliding and overturning. And last one is design. And you will be also check for the graphs, general arrangement drawing, detail and schedule drawings like that. So here each and everything is now automatically designed in the Staad foundation. So I'm closing this, and if you want to go for the concrete design here from here, so obviously you can go to the analysis, run analysis, and clicking on view output file, and you can view your result and concrete design, and you can check your beam design, column design, and material or quantity of concrete which is to be used in this project. So you can check for everything. So element design, so as you can see, this one is your slab designs as well. So everything is now completed up to this point. So I hope that you will be enjoy this thing, and you will be also hopefully to learn the things. If you have any kind of doubts or queries, so you can feel free to ask in the comment box as well. And please subscribe my channel in order to get the latest updation for the different BIM softwares like AutoCAD, Revit, Staad Pro, ETABS, SAP. Then after in the Revit architecture, Revit structure, Revit MEP, SKETCHUP, and you can check for all the playlists which I have created the training. I have the experience of teaching the software civil engineering since last 15 years. So you can take the benefits from my experience, and you can also learn as many as you can from my YouTube channel. So wish you all the best of luck. Now we will meet on the next video.